While playing as the Dutch, the Netherlands, in order to change the government, you have to go through an annoying little mini game, and we're going to review that and another little mini game you need to go through if you want to get annexation goals on different countries through the national focus tree. So if you look at events and decisions, we have the section called Gateway to Europe. If you've played as Germany and England before, this little mini game is familiar to you as the one where you influence the Dutch trade when you're playing as the superpowers. You kind of wonder why it's there, but playing as the Dutch, you really understand how it influences their focus tree. So let's take a look at the focus tree. Going down, form new government. The first one removes the negative modifier for your national spirit of weak government. And then the second one, this Gateway to Europe, that's going to unlock this Gateway to Europe minigame under events and decisions. Right now, I can't click either of these, but as soon as that's completed, I can. And then, once that is unlocked, you have this three-way split and the branching. And if you hover over it, you can see how the trade influence allows you to unlock these three choices. I'm trying to go the communist route in this playthrough, so I need to maintain trade neutrality. And looking at the requirements for that, both Germany and UK need 50 trade influence points, and we can't have them off balance by more than 5. One other thing to note with this is under effect, it says that you get back any political power that you spent on the Gateway to Europe minigame. Under effect, the third line down, at the end of it, currently this amounts to : and it's blank because I haven't spent any political power yet. But it's really nice to receive all the political power back. Looking at the other two, it's the same type of setup where you get the political power back. So I'm going to unlock that and we'll look at the mini game real quick. Okay, now that Gateway to Europe has finished, let's look at our events and decisions, and we can see that this is now unlocked. This is, let me see, I think that was a 70. I know the second one was a 70. I think we're 140 days into this game, and Germany has only advanced this minigame once. So it's pretty much up to you to advance this to the point where you can go down to the next level of the focus tree. I need to get both of these up to 50, so that means I'm going to have to spend a lot of political power, and it's going to take, how long are these? 10 days, and then there's about a day cooldown. So it's going to take about 110 days, which is really 2 national focuses, since most of these are 70 days. So here I am 2 national focuses later, and I've gotten this evened out. You can see it went over 50 because Germany did another investment in me, but the British didn't even seem to care. So if you don't take control of the mini game, you'll never get through to the next focus. Now if we look here, maintain trade neutrality, you can see that once it completes, I'm going to get the 220 political power back that I spent getting that even. The other thing I'd like to talk about is once you get further down on the left side of this form new government, tree, like down here where we have Bring Socialism South and United Netherlands. When you get these national focuses that have the effect of annexation or puppet goals against other countries, you can see one of the requirements is does not have national spirit, shell-shocked, spectator of the Great War. If we look at our national spirits, look at the tooltip for it, you can see that we would really like to get rid of that anyways, because it is decreasing our recruitable population, factory output, and dockyard output by quite substantial amounts. So in order to do that, we need to unlock another minigame to play. And to unlock that minigame, looking at the national focus tree, under Abandon the Gold Standard, go all the way straight down below it, and we have this national focus, War on Pacifism. And if you look here at the effect, these decisions allow for reduction/removal of Shell Shock Spectre of the Great War. So once we can get all the way down here, you can play that mini game. It'll show up under Events and Decisions down at the bottom. Now that that national focus has completed, under Events and Decisions, at the bottom we have unlocked the decisions to remove Shell Shock Spectator of the Great War. You have three choices: crack down on pacifist movements, establish pro-war labor indoctrination, and anti-pacifist propaganda. All of these have some sort of negative effect, so you have to choose which one will benefit you the most. I'm thinking that I'm going to run the top one 5 times, just so that I don't take a hit on political power gain or factory dockyard output. You have to do this decision or any one of these or any combination of these 5 times in order to completely remove that national spirit. At 60-day duration for each one of these, that's going to take you quite a while to get through. So here we are, just over 240 days later, and looking at the tooltips for these, I just clicked this one, but you can see the tooltip has changed. So now when these have completed, Shell Shock Spectator of the Great War will be removed. So it's going to take you at least 300 days to remove that national spirit if you closely monitor this. More likely you're going to miss a few days and it's going to take slightly longer.